The universe is filled with wonders. Galaxies spiral through the vastness of space. Stars ignite, burn brightly, and eventually fade away. But here on Earth, another fascinating system operates: the economy. Understanding how economies work is crucial for comprehending the world around us. It's about how people make decisions when resources are limited. It's about the forces that drive production, consumption, and trade. In essence, it's about the flow of goods, services, and wealth across the globe, from the smallest rural village to the bustling global marketplace. Economic principles are constantly at play. They shape our daily lives, influencing the prices we pay, the jobs we pursue, and the opportunities available to us. By understanding these principles, we can better navigate the economic landscape and make informed decisions. Whether you're a student, a worker, or a retiree, economic forces impact your life in countless ways. In an increasingly interconnected world, economic literacy is no longer a luxury, but a necessity. At the heart of economics lie a few fundamental principles that govern decision-making. One such principle is trade-offs. Resources are finite. Every choice has a cost. This is opportunity cost. For example, watching TV means not reading or exercising. Marginal thinking is another key principle. It evaluates additional costs and benefits. Rational decisions weigh marginal benefits against costs. If benefits outweigh costs, proceed. If costs exceed benefits, refrain. Incentives shape behavior. Rewards encourage, penalties discourage. Understanding incentives explains decisions. Throughout history, societies have organized their economies in various ways, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. Traditional economies, often found in rural communities, rely heavily on customs, traditions, and inherited roles to determine economic activity. In these systems, what to produce, how to produce it, and for whom to produce are often dictated by long-standing practices passed down through generations. In contrast, command economies, also known as centrally planned economies, vest significant control in the government. Central planners make decisions about resource allocation, production quotas, and pricing. The government owns and controls the means of production, such as factories, land, and resources. While command economies can mobilize resources quickly and pursue specific social goals, they often struggle with innovation, efficiency, and meeting the diverse needs of consumers. Market economies operate on the principles of supply and demand with minimal government intervention. Prices are determined by the interactions of buyers and sellers in the marketplace. However, market economies can lead to income inequality and may not adequately address issues like environmental protection or social welfare. The production of goods and services, the lifeblood of any economy, relies on a combination of factors. Economists typically categorize these factors of production into four broad categories: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. Land encompasses all natural resources used in the production process, including fertile land for agriculture, mineral deposits, forests, and water resources. Labor refers to the human effort, both physical and mental, that goes into producing goods and services. The size, skills, and education level of the workforce play a crucial role in economic output. A skilled and educated workforce is essential for innovation, technological advancement, and overall economic growth. Capital represents the tools, machinery, equipment, and infrastructure used in the production process. Investment in capital goods is essential for increasing productivity, enhancing efficiency, and driving economic growth. Economic systems differ not only in their ownership of resources, but also in their decision-making structures. In centralized economies like command economies, the government plays a dominant role in allocating resources, setting production targets, and determining prices. Central planners make decisions based on their assessment of societal needs and national priorities. This top-down approach can lead to inefficiencies, as central planners may struggle to gather and process information effectively from across the entire economy. In contrast, decentralized economies like market economies rely on the dispersed decision-making of millions of individuals and firms interacting in the marketplace. Prices act as signals, conveying information about supply and demand. Producers respond to price signals by adjusting their output, while consumers make purchasing decisions based on their preferences and budget constraints. This bottom-up approach allows for greater flexibility, innovation, and responsiveness to changing market conditions. Mixed economies combine elements of both centralized and decentralized decision-making. Governments in mixed economies often intervene in the market to provide public goods, regulate industries, and address market failures. India, with its vibrant democracy and growing economy, offers a compelling case study of a mixed economy. Since independence in 1947, India adopted a socialist-inspired model with significant government control. In the early 1990s, India liberalized its economy, opening up to foreign investment. These reforms unleashed entrepreneurship and innovation, propelling economic growth. Today, India's economy is a mix of public and private sector enterprises. The government plays a significant role in defense and infrastructure, while the private sector drives IT and pharmaceuticals. This blend allows India to leverage its strengths in the global economy. India's journey has seen both successes and challenges. The country has witnessed remarkable growth, lifting millions out of poverty. However, India still grapples with poverty, inequality, and infrastructure issues. India's economic reforms of the 1990s marked a turning point in its post-independence history. Facing a balance of payments crisis, India embarked on a path of liberalization, privatization, and globalization. These reforms dismantled the stifling bureaucracy, reduced trade barriers, and opened up sectors previously reserved for the public sector to private participation. The impact on the Indian economy was profound. The liberalization of industries like telecommunications, software, and pharmaceuticals unleashed a wave of entrepreneurship and innovation. Indian companies, once shielded from global competition, began to thrive in the international marketplace. The influx of foreign investment brought in much-needed capital, technology, and management expertise. As a result, India's GDP growth accelerated, averaging over 7% per year for much of the past 2 decades. The growth of India's service sector has been a remarkable success story. Fueled by a young and educated workforce, the IT industry in particular has emerged as a global powerhouse. Despite its economic progress, India faces significant challenges. Poverty remains a persistent problem, especially in rural areas. Income inequality has widened, with a small percentage holding most of the wealth. Infrastructure bottlenecks hamper growth. The COVID-19 pandemic severely impacted the economy. The government responded with fiscal measures and aid. As the pandemic recedes, India must rebuild its economy. Despite challenges, India's outlook remains positive. A young, entrepreneurial population provides optimism. Investments in education, infrastructure, and innovation are crucial. The study of economics, much like the exploration of the cosmos, is a journey of discovery. It reveals the intricate workings of a complex system governed by both predictable laws and unpredictable human behavior. From the fundamental principles of supply and demand to the diverse ways in which societies organize their economies, we gain a deeper understanding of the forces that shape our world. India's economic journey, with its transition from a socialist-inspired model to a more market-oriented economy, highlights the dynamic nature of economic systems. Its success in leveraging its human capital, embracing globalization, and fostering innovation offers valuable insights for other developing countries. As we've seen, understanding economics is not just about numbers and graphs. It's about people, their choices, and the impact of those choices on the world around them. In an increasingly interconnected world, the economies of nations are inextricably linked. Events in one part of the world can have ripple effects across the globe. By embracing economic literacy, we empower ourselves to become more informed citizens, responsible consumers, and active participants in the global economy.